It was clear when the wall came down that we want to invest in the eastern countries, so especially in Dresden. We had the strongly belief that it's just a matter of time, that in terms of turnover, in terms of the private wealth of the people, the employment rate, that especially the big cities in East Germany would recover quite soon. We had a lot of abandoned areas. You have to remember, in 1945, at the very end of the Second World War, Dresden was hit and bombed out completely. What they needed was a big shot in the city center. When we decided finally to invest exactly there on that location, it was clear that the city would support us. The question behind this investment was where would be the heart of the city center in the next future. So that was not really clear. And at the end we decided to invest exactly there, just in the nearest surrounding that was possible to the historical heart of the city named Altmarkt.
For us it was important to reinterpret a public space in a way at a location right beside the Altmarkt, that the Altmarkt is not actually repeated. We wanted to have spaces where you had the opportunity to sit and where the entrances are the crucial feature, drawing people from the outside to the inside, but also the other way around. To attract tenants which had not been to the new federal states and to Dresden before, which were unique, which could not be found with our competitors, and who were of a very high quality level in order to set ourselves apart from our competitors. Of course, part of that is you have to have a good offer in the food industry, you have to have jewelers, fashion shops, but not only these classic basics, but something new such as Boss, Armani, Marcaine. These were the tenants we wanted to attract, and we have seen a very positive development in that direction. We have about 53,000 visitors per day. In peak moments in the pre-Christmas shopping season, we have up to 140,000 visitors. After we finished our extension, we saw further positive development of visitors. With the extensions and the restructuring, saw increased popularity among visitors.
Clear was from the very beginning that Dresden is kind of a touristic magnet, clear. But that we would have such a high percentage of turnover just from tourists was not expected.
Especially in the field of Czech and Russian tourists, we had a lot of day-to-day tourists, and we tried to address these visitors with their respective language.
We decided to have kind of translators. We have employees in the shops that speak Russian, that speak Chinese also now, and Czech.
We have a broad presence in the field of online media, such as Facebook, where we have the target for next year to have 50,000 fans, where we promote our events, we show you how to get here.
At the end, this would be one of those advices for other developers. I mean, try to find a cooperative way with the mayors and the administrations and try to establish kind of the steering committee, where you can just have a head of that steering committee sitting on the other side with key players and decision makers from the city as well as from the project development. And then you can speed up and you can have a kind of a trustful situation between those two sides, and this is really a good, let's say, lessons learned, which I just want to share with other people as well.